Hi, BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So we have another browser update, and this time it's the Brave web browser for desktop's turn, which has been bumped up to its latest version 1.51. So this is a major release upgrade, which rolled out on the 3rd of May 2023. Now, there's quite a lot going on in this update, which is quite common for the version upgrades for the Brave web browser. And a lot of the fixes and changes and improvements are taking place behind the scenes and under the hood. There's not too many front-facing features. But nonetheless, the Web3, the Brave wallet, that has received, once again, numerous improvements, fixes, and changes. Too many to get into in this video, but you can always go check those out in the release notes if you are using the Brave web browser. Now, Brave Rewards has received 2 bug fixes, so if you experienced any issues with that, just check your browsers up to date. And moving on to the general section, and I think this would more apply to your average home user. Now, if you are reading articles with Speed Reader, there are 2 improvements and add-ons that have rolled out. They've added a time to read estimate for Speed Reader articles. And then also regarding Speed Reader, Brave have updated column width to improve readability for the Speed Reader articles. So 2 improvements rolling out for Speed Reader. And if you are using the browser on Linux, they've added media notifications for player controls for Linux users. And they've added a What's New page for major version updates. Now, I did notice this when I upgraded. So you will now see, you'll have a new tab opening up, and it just gives you basically a summary of what's new and some of the highlighted features in the browser, which is quite common. So it seems that Brave now is adopting this procedure as well, where other browsers like Edge and Chrome also do that. So Brave obviously getting on board with a What's New page after you have upgraded to a new version. And when it comes to Brave Shields, they've implemented the ability to allow or block individual scripts in Brave Shield. So that's just a privacy and security improvement. And here's another a security improvement. They've updated HTTPS by default to fall back to HTTP when encountering an HTTP error code in response to an HTTPS upgrade. So that's a bit of a mouthful, but nonetheless, the long and the short of that, if it cannot get to the HTTPS by default connection, which is a more secure connection, it'll fall back to the less secure HTTP if it does encounter any errors trying to use a more secure connection procedure. And then they've also updated the Brave VPN, which basically is a subscription service in the browser, as I have posted on previously. They've updated Brave VPN to fetch a region listing more often. And then if you are using the reading list in the sidebar, you will notice that the graphic has been updated. So Brave says they've updated introductory graphic for the reading list in sidebar. So it's just basically received a bit of color and a new user interface with that graphic. And then there's a whole lot of fixes that have rolled out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 10, 11 fixes have rolled out to the actual browser bug fixes. So if you have experienced any issues in the browser, just double check that it's up to date. And that's more or less what's new. As mentioned, not too many front-facing features. Most of the fixes and changes taking place behind the scenes. And if you'd like to see if you have this update, because obviously it is based on the open source Chromium platform, just head to your menu About. And the Chromium platform has also been upgraded to version 113.0.5672.77. And that's because Brave is based on that Chromium engine, and that's an important security fix and has rolled out important security fixes for the Chromium engine. A total of 15 have rolled out, as I have mentioned. And although there are no high severity flaws and nothing has been exploited in the wild, 15 security fixes. So just double check your browsers up to date, because it is your first line of defense to the online world. And then the browser, as mentioned, been upgraded now to version 1.51, which is the latest release. And the point release is 0.110. And if you want to head to the release notes, you just click on that version. And as mentioned, if you want any more info regarding the Brave wallet and the Web3 improvements, just click on the release notes, as you can get all that information, which will provide you with all the info that you need if you would be interested. So that's more or less what's new in the latest release for the Brave web browser for desktop. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.